Hi, my name is Michael. I currently go to Fidm at the LA campus. I started this October 8. I actually started the summer quarter of 2008. I did my summer quarter at the San Diego campus downtown. I actually decided to move because it'd be better for me to do it because eventually you have to move to your second year anyhow to LA or San Francisco. It's a requirement, mandatory. Um, I wanted to do it now because I would, based on what I've experienced or spoke to people that's gonna be moving to LA, that it's a bad move to do it in the last minute, last quarter of your first year to do it because in your second year you have really no time because you have to do a lot of internships and a lot of work to be done at school. So you can't really afford to be struggling moving to LA or San Francisco. Part of the reason I wanted to do this blogging is to give an idea to other students or high school students, an idea of what does the school has to offer and how is it operate. If one key of the school is a lot of it is goals that you wanted to accomplish. So if you wanted to be a fashion designer, good. However, if you just wanted to go for being uh, meeting the cast of The Hills, bad move. If you wanted to go to Project Runway, bad move. Um, you have to go to this school hopingly solely just because you wanted to do this for the rest of your life because it's a make or break situation. There's not a, it's a fashion design job. It's not really a very wide variety. It's not a very wide business, even though that it looks so huge. It's a small, uptight community of designers. So it's not a lot of jobs offering. So you need to make sure that you do well in school, and it costs so much money to get to school. It's 24,000 a year. Sorry. So 24,000 a year, and you can afford to fail it because it actually costs $600 to um, retake the class, which is bad. So if you fail it or you get an D, that I don't know if you can retake it by D, but don't get a D or an F because you are gonna have to force yourself to retake it. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to graduate. They'll force you to retake it in order for you to take the next class. So, the application process. Application process in FIDM, it's pretty precise and on point. Um, I actually gonna go through fashion designing because that's the only thing that I'm familiar about. But I'm pretty sure the only difference between the application process for every other major is the entrance project. But I think the process is pretty much the same other than the entrance project. But for fashion design major, you need what you're gonna do is you're gonna talk to admissions people, explain them that this is what you want to do, um, this is what you want to do, and then tell them that you wanted to do fashion designing, and they'll give you a packet. That packet is actually consists of needing to get your official transcript. So if you're in high school, you need to give them your high school transcripts. If you're in college, you need your college transcripts and your high school transcripts. And then if you're outside from the country, or you've gone to school, graduate from a different country, like I did. I went to Canada for my last year, for my fourth year school. So their grading system is completely different over here compared to there. You have to fill out this form that needs to be submitted over to some district to reevaluate your grades, and then they'll mail it back to the admissions people. It's easy. It costs like $25, but I don't have the packet. But if I find it, I'll show it to you guys. And then you need 3 professional recommendation: teacher, previous employer, coworker. Pretty much summarizing why they should consider you going to that school. Your admissions essay. Um, Admission essay, it could be written. Yeah, it's a written one. For outside state, just recommended. I think it'd be better if you do it a video essay and admissions essay in the same time. because I think that it was easier for me to introduce myself to the admissions people because you get to see them one on one when I give them upfront my stuff. But if you're out of state, you want to stick out. So you want to have some kind of leverage that makes you, I mean, get a sense of who you are as a person. So if you can do a admissions essay written and then maybe do a video essay, that'll be better because it gives admissions idea what your life is all about. That's just a suggestion. The entrance project for fashion design, you need to design or you need to do 10 individual illustration work. It has to be an 8.5 by 11 sketching paper or type of paper, any paper. And the portfolio has to be those one has to be drawn individually, which I didn't do that way. I went against pretty much everything, um, which is bad, really, really bad. I got lucky. Um, um, the 10 individual illustration work consists of 2 evening wears, 3 career design, 3 sports wears, and 2 other design of your choice. So, and after that, when you got, and then you need to do your application fee, your application form. Um, and then once you do that, cool, get it all together. If you're out of state, sure, mail it. There's not, unless you have a chance to be in California for like a day or so, then cool. But if you have no choice, mail it. I think that the video essay would help. But if you're in California, please don't mail it. If you, I mean, you're better off just um, showing your face to the admissions office because it shows that you're interested. If you're really submitting it in person, shows that you have an intent wanting to go to that school. So that's said and done. Once that actually is been processed, they're gonna do an interview with you again, which is the second interview, which is with the director of the school. They'll ask you why, explain your sketches, what's your work ethic. The reason why I said work ethic is because that school is not like a regular school. It's like work. So they'll ask you what your work ethics are. Um, Explain them why you're interested in school. Question how they're gonna support yourself. Blah 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 blah. Once you get in, they're gonna go put you through financial aid, and then they're gonna go try to fill out FAFSA and then possibly pull out parent loan, any loan to try to get through the school. This goes through every year, the financial thingy, not the admissions, just the financial. Every year you have to do that. So you can't pull 2 years. You can't finance the school 2 years all at once. You do it every year. So your first year, then you do the financial again in the second year. Um, so that's how the application process goes. The workload in school, too much. This is why. It's a lot of homework. You have 3 hours in class of explaining. You cannot afford to miss class because I'm telling you, you miss 1 day of class, it's like missing 4 chapters of work, school. And I'm telling you, especially if you're doing a lot of hands work, you can't be really a procrastinator and then ditch school, so and so. Because if you missed it, it's gonna affect you big time. I know, trust me, very much so. And I only missed like half of the class, and I had to catch up. Um, Another thing is you have to have some kind of devotion to go to this school because if you're just gonna go to this school to screw around, like I said, not gonna work for you. I'm telling you, the first quarter, I've seen people in San Diego campus crying because they're failing and they know that it's gonna cost so much to retake that class again. And a lot of times, the loan is not pulled out under your names, under your mom's name. So keep in mind that's a bad thing. You're not doing so well to your school. Your parents have to repay extra money to retake the class again. So, like I said, probably the best way to approach it is to reevaluate what's important to you. If you really want to